Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you guys for 51 views on my last video, which I don't remember what it was, but I'll put it up on the screen right here. Today we're reacting to Which Pokemon Would Be the Best Teacher by Pokey. Hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get to it. Please.
Which Pokemon would be the best teacher out of the thousands of Pokemon in the franchise? Well, for starters, pun intended, we're going to have...
Also, go away. If you hear noise in the background, that's my fan, because it's hot in here.
many different candidates for each individual class instead of just doing one single class, since it would just be way more fun that way. My name is Pokey, and I'm not going to be wasting your time anymore, so let's get started. Now, the rules are simple. Number one, legendaries and mythicals will not be allowed in this hypothetical scenario, since Pokemon like Arceus could be absolutely perfect as a teacher because he's freaking God. The second rule is, in this hypothetical scenario, all Pokemon will be able to talk, because if I didn't do this, Pokemon like Lucario, who can understand human speech, would win every single time. So this makes it so every Pokemon has a solid chance to be chosen as a teacher.
That's a good rule for this. Good on you.
And finally, the last rule is how we're going to assess which Pokemon would be best suited for a particular subject by looking at their dex entries as well as how proficient each Pokemon is at their own craft. So let's start by listing all 8 different classes in which our students will be taking in our Pokemon taught school. Let's just say, for the sake of it, that this...
Sorry, that's kind of loud. My air conditioning is a little bit loud.
School features ages 13 to 16, so yeah. Now starting off with our first period class, we obviously need to deal with math, since it's a core subject and obviously very important for the students to learn. Now I want to make classes as fun as possible, so I want to make sure the Pokemon I'm choosing fits the subject and makes the class much more fun for the students. That way they would be much more interested in learning, and this goes for all the classes. Now let's start by listing a few Pokemon who would be good at mathematics. So Pokemon like Metagross would obviously stand out because it's smarter than a bunch of supercomputers. So
I honestly forgot Steven had a shiny Metagross. I remember James encountering a random shiny Metagross, and I think it was a wild one. But yeah, Metagross would be good as a math teacher.
That it would be smart enough to teach the students math, but I don't think he would make the class fun. Plus, he's just way too big and, well, kind of scary even for a Pokemon. If only there was a Pokemon that would be insanely smart and know the best possible way to teach this.
Alakazam, it has a high IQ, and I don't know, maybe it could make things fun? I'm just guessing.
In a fun and interesting manner. Oh right, it's a good pal Alakazam. Alakazam.
Oh my god, I called it. Oh, I'm like, no, because I'm going to get pre-watch allegations.
Basically takes the cake here, and it's not even close. The dude is one of, if not the smartest non-special Pokemon. Between his high IQ and insane psychic abilities, I could see him make math class so freaking fun. I could totally see him doing fun little magic tricks every once in a while during teaching sessions that would keep the students alert and focused for sure. So our math teacher will go to none other than Alakazam. Now we move on to second period, and our students are already loving their new school. Isn't that right, little Timmy? And we obviously can't have our school teach math and not science. I mean, come on, they practically go hand in hand. So for a science class, this starts to get a bit tricky, since I would love to think Alakazam could just be an amazing science teacher as well, but
I think Alakazam could teach most subjects and be a fun teacher in all of them.
I want to reuse this.
I really do.
Pokemon, so I kept scrolling through my book of Pokemon, and then I stopped. I found the best Pokemon for the job, and that Pokemon is none other than Slowking.
Nice. Also, why did Ash never keep that Larvitar? He hatched it from an egg. You could have had a cool Tyranitar. But I don't know what happened to it. He should have kept it, I'm just saying. But yeah, for science, Slowking would be a good idea.
Hold on. Hear me out before you go ape on me. So Slowking is not only incredibly smart, but also very... Yes, I love AI chat apps. And of course...
Sorry about that.
Smart, but also very calm and collected, meaning that it would be very patient with the students in case they're feeling a bit stuck or annoyed. And not only that, it's able to solve any problem it encounters with ease, and before someone says that no one understands what Slowking is saying, that would only be true in a normal scenario, since in this hypothetical, Slowking can talk.
Also, Slowking could talk in that Lugia 2000 movie, so...
But did you guys know that the dex entry states, when in doubt, ask Slowking? I found that so funny. I didn't even...
That is funny. I didn't even know that entry existed, and I had Pokemon Moon all those years ago.
know that existed. And now we have 2 classes finished, and our students are all getting the hang of things. Except Alex. Don't come to school anymore, Alex. Now, moving on to our 3rd period class, we now need to give the kids a nice exercise so they can release a bit of steam. Yep, that's right. It's time for gym class. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There are tons of Pokemon that would make a good gym teacher, like my boy Machoke. Well, Infernape would make things 10 times more fun and allow the kids to just play fun games like Lord of the Rings. But in my opinion, I think a solid option for gym class would undoubtedly go to Lucario. First off, Lucario has the ability to read auras, which would help immensely to better understand the students. Not only that, but he would find the perfect game that all students would at least enjoy to some extent. Lucarios are also very smart and intelligent because of their auras, so they would know what would work and what wouldn't. The only downside is whoever has him on their team during dodgeball is going to win every single time. But maybe you can make a Shadow Clone and it would be even. So now we move on to our 4th period class.
Yeah, that would be a good pick, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do art next and pick Smeargle. Also, those 2 Smeargles right here have different colored paw prints on their back. Or maybe all 3 of them do. I think it's green normally. I don't know.
It's a lot of people's favorite as well, that being none other than art class. Now for art class, people would tend to
I did have fun in high school art class.
forget Pokemon like Grafai. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm
Grafai.
sorry. But this cute monkey is actually a painter, believe it or not. But we just don't have much lore for this Pokemon yet. Unlike the Pokemon who wins no contest, Smeargle. Do I really need to explain myself on this one? I feel like anyone
No, you do not.
would unanimously agree that Smeargle would be the best art teacher out of any Pokemon, hands down. That being said, just remember there are smart Pokemon that could just take up art if they wanted to, but they just ate my boy Smeargle, alright? So now our class is finished, and everyone is like, you know what?
Is it going to cover history? Maybe an ancient Pokemon, like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he'll pick one.
This school is pretty fire, except for Alex. Now we move on to 5th period, which will be
Damn, man, what did Alex do to you?
another course subject, history, where we teach the students of that sweet, sweet American freedom. No, I'm kidding. They'll be learning the lore behind the Pokemon franchise. So who would be our beloved history teacher? Well, of course, another Psychic-type Pokemon. I mean, come on, guys. They're just too good. But of course, we needed Psychic-type that is both knowledgeable about Pokemon's history and also loving and caring. It would be none other than Gothitelle. Gothitelle is very smart, and not only that, it has just so much knowledge about everything that it would just make a perfect history teacher. Not to mention, it could show the students the beauty of the end of existence, which I know sounds sad, but turns out it's apparently ethereal and beautiful. And it's not like Gothitelle is going to teach them about, heavy topics like genocide, but the lore between Arceus, Mew, and Shadow Mewtwo being cool as frick. I think Gothitelle would be an amazing fit for the class.
That would be a good fit. I was thinking either Gothitelle or Xatu, but then I remembered, oh yeah, Xatu can see the past in one eye and the future in the other, and just stands and looks at the sun all day. So yeah, Gothitelle would be a better pick.
We are finally at 6th period and nearing the end of our school day, and of course we need to have English as our 6th period class. Now, since every Pokemon can speak English, this could technically be anyone, but honestly, I think it could be none other than Zoroark. The reason I say this is because of the connection between Zoroark and N. Black and White.
Yeah, there was some cool fan art I saw before of Zoroark turning into N. Like, I love that theory, and yeah, Zoroark would be cool to have as an English teacher.
Some of the best storytelling and symbolism in all of Pokemon history. And Zoroark is a Pokemon of Gen 5, and the one that has a deep connection to one of the best written characters in the entire
One of the best Pokemon characters ever. One of the GOATs.
franchise. So in that sense, I believe Zoroark would be perfect at being an English teacher, as it would understand the symbolism and representation within the books being read to the class better than anyone. Of course, this is not any normal Zoroark, and my argument is based on gut feeling and theories, but I just love Anne, okay? And we all know he would make an amazing English teacher. So
Yeah, he would.
because of the connection, I would say Zoroark would be the English teacher for the school. Now, we obviously need a study hall where the students have time to either catch up in classes or have a nice little free period during school. Now, this could technically be anyone, but I would just go for a Pokemon like Chansey. I don't know why, but it just fits, you know? I feel like if the students try and make a ruckus, Chansey would be able to...
I feel like Chansey, Blissey, Audino, any of them would work, because they would be gentle but still stern when they would need to be.
pick it up, or just be sad if the students I saw Jancy cry. Like, look at the cutie. How could you?
Yeah, I would feel bad too.
You're such a caring creature. And our last class will have to be health. And that class's teacher will have to be Gudra. I don't care what anybody says, but Gudra just fits. Am I biased because I love Gudra? Absolutely.
Yeah, I love my shiny Hisui and Gudra.
It's just so caring and kind. I believe would make a perfect health teacher. Gudra would love its students more than any teacher mentioned on this list. And I'm not joking when I say that. Plus, I bet it would find other ways to have fun and health rather than writing packets on the stupid books. But all in all, the students leave their school jumping for joy. Except Alex. Also, since it didn't include Gardevoir, I would say it would fit more as a counselor than a teacher. It just seems like an understanding Pokemon fit.
Yeah, true. I could see Gardevoir as a school counselor. But what Pokemon would make a good principal?
That kind of stuff. And as for who would be the principal, it'd be me. Me.
Oh. Literally just answered my question.
Me. But guys, let me know which Pokemon you would have as a teacher in your individual school for each subject listed in the video. I read a ton of comments, so be sure.
I'll be honest, I kind of like your picks. I can't really think of any other ones that would be good, really. Except for, like, a home ec class. Like Slurpuff or something. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time, and look forward to another reaction video tomorrow. It's gonna be episode 2 of Indie Cross.